A tariff is, in its most basic form, a tax. It is a special kind of tax that a country places on goods it imports from another country. Imagine a toy car made in another part of the world. When that toy car arrives at a port in the United States, the government can add a fee to it. This fee is the tariff. The company that brought the toy car into the country must pay this fee. This simple action can have very large and complicated effects, rippling through an entire economy like a stone dropped into a quiet pond. The original purpose is often to protect a country's own industries from foreign competition. The idea is straightforward. If the imported toy car costs more because of the tariff, a toy car made in America might seem cheaper by comparison. Former President Donald Trump saw this tool not just as a shield, but as a powerful lever to reshape global trade relationships. His administration decided to use tariffs aggressively, not just on a few specific products, but on vast categories of goods from many different nations. It began in early 2018 with steep tariffs on washing machines and solar panels, followed by 25% on steel and 10% on aluminum. The immediate effect was that other countries did not simply accept the new taxes, they retaliated. The European Union responded by placing tariffs on iconic American products, including Harley-Davidson motorcycles, bourbon whiskey and blue jeans. China targeted key American exports, particularly agricultural products. Soybeans, a massive export for American farmers, were hit with heavy tariffs. The tariffs forced a massive reorganization of global supply chains. A car might be assembled in the United States, but its parts come from a dozen different countries. Companies were suddenly faced with new, unexpected costs. They had to decide whether to pay the tariffs or find new suppliers. A small American company that relied on imported components might suddenly find its costs increasing dramatically. One of the most direct ways tariffs affected ordinary Americans was through higher prices. In early 2018, tariffs of up to 50% were placed on imported washing machines. Research found that tariffs cost US consumers an extra $86 per washing machine. This is a classic example of a hidden tax on everyone else. Steel tariffs affected countless products. When steel prices rose 25%, companies building offices, making canned soup, or manufacturing cars all paid more. Tariffs were placed on furniture, bicycles, luggage, vacuum cleaners, and thousands of other items. Each tariff pushed prices upward. While a single price increase might not seem like much, the cumulative effect can strain a family's budget. The same paycheck buys less than before. The reaction from American business was deeply divided and filled with anxiety. While steel producers welcomed protection, a broader cross-section voiced serious concerns. Investors reacted with unease. The stock market trembled each time new tariffs were announced, as uncertainty makes forecasting nearly impossible. Harley-Davidson became a poster child for unintended consequences, hit by both higher steel costs and EU retaliatory tariffs on their motorcycles. Faced with unpredictability, many companies chose to pause expansion plans. They decided to wait rather than risk investing in projects that could become unprofitable overnight. This hesitancy meant fewer new jobs were created and productivity growth slowed, representing a substantial cost to the economy's future potential. India serves as a powerful illustration of tariff retaliation. When the US imposed global steel and aluminum tariffs, it did not exempt India. India prepared retaliatory tariffs on American almonds, apples, and walnuts. California produces massive amounts of almonds, and India had become its largest export market. The situation escalated when the Trump administration removed India from the generalized system of preferences, suddenly imposing tariffs on billions of dollars of Indian goods. The consensus among economists was overwhelmingly critical. Most argued that tariffs functioned as a tax paid primarily by American consumers and businesses. A study by the National Bureau of Economic Research found that the full incidence of tariffs falls on domestic consumers, meaning American buyers bore the entire cost. While tariffs may have saved jobs in steel and aluminum, they destroyed more jobs in other sectors. One study estimated a net loss of over 146,000 American jobs. Beyond immediate price hikes, the tariff war inflicted deeper costs. Business investment eroded as companies faced uncertainty about future costs and market access. The trade war replaced clarity with uncertainty. Business owners didn't know if supply chains would face new tariffs or if export markets would close. Tariffs artificially changed the economic landscape, encouraging investment in protected but less competitive sectors rather than innovative industries. For generations, the United States championed an open, rules-based global trading system. The shift to protectionism damaged this long-held reputation. This loss of trust created a vacuum in global leadership that other countries, particularly China, were eager to fill, potentially reshaping the world's economic order. As we look back on this turbulent period, the lessons are clear and profound. The Great Tariff Experiment serves as a powerful case study in global economic complexity. Tariffs, while appearing simple, are a blunt instrument with far-reaching and often counterproductive consequences. The intention may be to protect one industry, but costs are borne broadly. In our interconnected world, economic independence is largely a myth. An American-made car is a global product, composed of parts from all over the world. The experiment reaffirmed that actions provoke reactions. Nations did not simply absorb the economic blow, they pushed back, targeting vulnerable American sectors with precision. The most enduring lesson is about the value of stability and cooperation. The international trading system provides a predictable framework that allows businesses to invest and create jobs. The ledger of the tariff experiment shows that the price paid by both American wallets and the global system was indeed very high. The costs far outweighed any benefits achieved.